Ain't got no engine set.
40 weight sounds nice.
Someone spent $30,000 on this whole setup right here.
Oh, it's gonna be. See what this Camry's got. Nothing.
You guys are joining us in Central Florida, and haven't already seen from the thumbnail, I'm looking to buy a 2002 Ford F-150 SVT Lightning. And the way this all transpired is, as usual, Facebook Marketplace got the best of me. I planned a little family vacation a few months ago, and usually when I'm traveling somewhere, I have the problem where I will go on Facebook Marketplace in the area that I'm traveling, you know, just to take a look, just to see if there's something that might catch my eye. So I was searching for the usual stuff, Mustangs, Camaros, Corvettes, and I've always wanted a second-gen Ford SVT Lightning. I've owned a bunch of Cobras, obviously, but somehow I've never owned a Lightning, and part of that is they've always been just crazy expensive. It seems like all the ones that are a reasonable price have 200,000+ miles on them, rebuilt title, salvage title, or are completely rotted up in the Northeast where I am. So I started looking around in the Florida area. We just flew into Punta Gorda, and I came across an ad for a black one. There was one picture from like 20 feet away, and the description said something along the lines of, you know, SVT Lightning, 72,000 miles, lots of JLP performance or Johnny Lightning performance upgrades, which to me could mean anything from a cold air intake to who knows. So I messaged the seller and I said, you know, can you send me some more information? And he sent me a couple walk around videos, and the truck looked very, very clean. And he also sent me $30,000 worth of receipts from Johnny Lightning Performance back in 2009. The truck has allegedly a built stroker motor, cams, ported heads, 2.6 Whipple, long tube headers, like fully built by Johnny Lightning Performance. And the best part is, he was asking, I think, $23,500. We went back and forth a little bit. He sent me some more videos, and I said, hey, I'm gonna be in Florida in a few weeks. I'd like to do a virtual handshake right now. Would you take 20? And he said, yeah, I'll see you when you get here. So he didn't even make me give him a deposit. We're just gonna go check it out right now. We're in our rental car. Plan is to hopefully go there, scoop it up, and then drive both the rental car and the Lightning back to where my parents' place is in Sarasota. So we are in the middle of Florida right now. Lots of beef and cattle. We've passed $17 Generals and very little else. Lots of double wide trailers, but we should be coming up on Lake Okeechobee, which is where the truck is. I think that's the big lake kind of in the center of the state, and we'll just go from there. So let's go check this thing out, and hopefully be headed back to the Gulf of Mexico side of the state in a built Ford Lightning. Let's go check it out.
Far from a donkey's kid.
Well, it happens. Facebook Marketplace got the best of me. I apologize that the windows are open right now, but he told me the AC doesn't work, so good thing we're in Florida, but it's actually pretty nice out, so I'm enjoying the windows down. We are headed back to the west coast of Florida, Sarasota area. It's about 2 hours, so I'm gonna put this thing through its paces. Got my Dunkin's coffee, just filled this thing up with some fresh 93, and we're passing cows again. So we'll do a full overview of the truck when I get back there. It's been a long day of travel, just trying to get back right now, but so far she's running good. She looks good, so yeah, let's put the hammer down and get back to you know, where the ocean is. That'd be nice. Blind. Also, just missed it. Clicked over 73,000. She is. Well, maybe we should have filmed this before the storm was coming to Florida. Let's go get it out of the wind here so you guys can hear us. Come on in. A little bit of weather going on out there. Alright guys, it has been like 4 or 5 days since we got the lightning over here to Sarasota. Reed, who's behind the camera, for all 7 of you that watched the floating picnic table, aka meat rocket video, that's my brother Reed. Reed and I have just been enjoying ourselves on our vacation here. The weather's been beautiful, so we haven't been messing with the lightning too much. But today, we have a big storm coming in, so we figured it'd be a good day to get this thing in our garage at our VRBO down the road here and do some maintenance on it and check it out. But before we do that, I just want to park it over here outside. We can give you guys a quick walk around and see what I bought here. All right, Reed, what do you think?
I like it. It's a Home Depot runner.
Oh yeah. All right guys, so we are, hopefully you can hear us a little better over here. We're kind of in the car wash bay. It's a little bit shielded, but let's take a look at this thing. So as I described in the start of the video, this is a 2002 second gen Ford Lightning. And this truck is a little bit nostalgic for Reed and I because both of us learned how to drive on a 1998 Wedgwood Blue Ford Expedition Eddie Bauer, which was basically a very similar chassis, very similar front end. I'll put up some pictures right now of that truck. I got my first accident in that truck, and I think at one point Reed actually put the Lightning headlights in it. So this is a nostalgic truck for us, not only for the exterior, but the interior is like exactly the same as a 98 Ford Expedition. What's up, Lizzie? Quick dog break. All right, so just to quickly recap, you guys, this is a clean title, 72,000 mile truck. These only came in a few different colors, black being one of them. Pretty clean body. Let's start up here at the front. This is your, I think, 2001 to 2004 front end, so it didn't have the honeycomb grille, had the horizontal slats here, same thing down here. The clear housing, almost Euro style headlights. These are the, I think, 01 to 04 style wheels. This side of the truck, very, very clean. A couple of you guys with a keen eye will notice right off the bat there's some stuff that is not factory on the bed here. First off, we'll highlight these painted steps. Normally these would have like some little lines on them for grip and they wouldn't be paint matched, but that's done there. And then there's also a full roll pan. I think it's a Cervini setup on this thing. And that's because, according to the Carfax, this thing was hit and like sideswiped in the rear when it was, I think, in 04 or 05. So the whole bed has been painted. And I'm assuming that the owner originally that had this truck put that roll pan on it. And it's also got this painted fiberglass hardtop tonneau cover. I'm not a huge fan of these, but some guys like them. There is a little bit of faded paint. You know, Florida sun will do that in situations like that. But other than that, the bed is pretty clean. Coming around this side, bed is very clean. Same painted step over there. A little bit of damage on the Bassani exhaust tips here. I think, oh yeah, a little crack there on the side skirt. Wheels are in good shape. Tires have some dry rot, but they'll be all right for now. This door is clean. There is a little spot. Something weird happened with the paint right here. Not exactly sure. It almost looks like some brake fluid or something got on it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think happened there. I'm not sure, but other than that, that's a quick walk around of this thing. Very, very clean 72,000 mile truck. Interior, more of the same. A little bit of wear on the bolster here, but this is very, very typical for these Lightnings. They get the suede seats, SVT there, 60-40 split with the flip down center console. Those classic SVT white face gauges, a couple aftermarkets here, wideband, boost. Fuel pressure, I think the Lightning's actually got this specific piece of leather here on the door panel. Other than that, it's a pretty standard F-150 single cab. But what I really want to show you guys is under the hood. Boom. So most of you guys would know these trucks came with a 5.4, and what would normally be here is the Eonon M112 supercharger. In this case, as I think I described in the start of the video, someone spent $30,000 on this whole setup right here. This is a built 5.4 liter stroker. This is a 2.6 liter Kenny Bell, full sheet metal intake, cams, ported heads. It's got it all. So yeah, going back to the nostalgia thing, Reed and I had
wait, can we talk about this? He's saying nostalgia wrong.
What?
It's nostalgia. It's not
What
nostalgia.
Console? Nostalgia?
It's nostalgia. It's not.
That's what I said.
You're saying nostalgia.
All right, nostalgia. Anyways, so performance trucks of the 90s. Obviously the GMC Cyclone and Typhoon, those guys kind of started it. Then you had the Chevy 454. Then they kind of went away for a little bit. There was the Gen 1 Lightning, but the Gen 2 Lightnings came out in 1999. Ford and the team at SVT said, hey, what if we take a single cab F-150, slap a 5.4 and an Eaton supercharger on there?
It sure looks that way because the Ford Special Vehicle Team's 1999 F-150 Lightning is a vehicle that's clearly built for passion and speed. Unlike the first Lightning of 1993, which was a beefier version of Ford's standard pickup truck, the new Lightning is a pure purpose-built muscle truck, and it looks the part. The super deep front fascia with its round driving lights reminds us of a NASCAR race truck, as do the ground-hugging rocker sill extensions, which emphasize its reduced ride height. It's a half-inch lower in the front and a full 2 inches lower in the rear. But the most significant exterior feature is probably the massive 18-inch wheels. They wear huge, specially designed 295/45 ZR18 high-performance tires. We shudder to think what they will cost to replace, and you will replace a lot of them, especially in the rear. That's because the Lightning is powered by SVT's most brutal truck motor ever, Ford's 5.4-liter Triton V8 that's been pumped up and supercharged to put out a massive 360 horsepower and 440 pound-feet of torque.
And it just transformed the, performance truck market. You saw it in the original Fast and Furious. Brian Spillner drove the single cab Lightning for Harry's Speed Shop. And they're an absolute icon now. There were some other performance trucks from the era. That you had the Silverado SS, which I believe was from 03 to 06, but they were only in the extended cab configuration, aka the poverty cab. And so I never really was a huge fan of those trucks. Then you had the Ram SRT10, which is awesome. Those came in a single cab with a 6-speed, or the quad. Even though they called it quad cab, that was kind of an extended cab too. But long story short, the second gen Lightning has just always been my personal favorite of those performance trucks. I think it looks, performance, just overall, the whole package. I think this truck's got it. So I'm in love with this thing, and I've always wanted one. I can't believe it's taken this long for me to get one, but here we are. So with the weather, I think our plan is to pull this thing into the garage over at my VRBO down the street here, and we're gonna, yeah, we're supposed to get like 50-mile-an-hour winds and potential hail and thunderstorms. So we're gonna get this thing in the garage. I have not done anything to it other than drive it here. So we're gonna probably do an oil change, check over some other fluids. Oh yeah, you guys like the expanding foam around the intake? That's always a good sign. So yeah, this thing's gonna need a full once over, you know, if and when I make it home. Hopefully I make it home in this thing.
Gonna need the Chris Sullivan.
Yeah, we're not even getting into some of the cosmetic. None of it's bad, but it's, you know, all this little stuff we could do to make it better. But for right now, we're gonna pull it in the garage. Oh yeah, we gotta swap out the radio. If I'm gonna drive 1,300 miles on this thing, I did get an aftermarket radio for this thing so we can listen to Bluetooth. But yeah.
How it comes out that time?
How did you just do that?
It's supposed to be spring loaded, so this time it's gonna lock. See how it's locked?
Yeah.
But if you push it again.
Oh, Reed knows all the quirks of the 90s Fords.
I've owned a few of these.
Very nice. Oh, so now it's
Now it's gonna be locked.
then back in and out. Oh, okay. All right, guys, let's get this thing in the garage and come up with a plan of some sort.
Hey, you're going the wrong way.
Yeah, I am going. Very speed shop.
We ain't got no engines, Ted.
40 weight sounds nice.
Nope.
Hold on, let me get a rag or something, towel. Oh no. I don't know what this is, but
Pool noodle would work.
this is kind of a pool noodle.
A poop
Yeah.
again.
Hey, do it on the one in front of it. That one, yeah. There you go. Oh yeah, forgot to show you guys in the bed. Well, we did make it into the garage here, but like I said, this thing has one of those hard fiberglass tonneau covers, and the bed is fully rugged. In here, previous owner gave me 2 spare wheels that have old, I don't even know how old, drag radials on them, old Mickey Thompsons, but the wheels appear to be in nice shape. They have the original SVT center caps, which are sometimes hard to find. Bed rug is in great shape. I think in here is an extra set of headlights, brand new set of headlights. Other than that, you know, just a really nice, clean bed rug bed. I don't know, how do you feel about bed rugs? I feel like
it works in this truck.
What
I
if-
always hate these covers.
yeah, I don't really like the fiberglass tonneau covers. I think if I had my choice, and I'm glad to see, sometimes when you get the fiberglass ones, it rubs on the bed, which it looks like this one hasn't, so that's nice. But me personally, I prefer the smooth roll-up ones.
For going to the beach and the average Lightning owner, but
Yeah,
not exactly.
there's
a
probably
truck
never been anything in the bed. That's what these trucks are for. It's a sport, you know, performance truck. But I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Before that, we have some maintenance to do, a radio to install, and I have to make it home 1,200 miles. So it's the least of my worries. But yeah, as of right now, I think I'm gonna make a little list. We're gonna end up running to the auto parts store at some point here, and we'll get some stuff. I already have the radio and what we should need to install that, and we're just gonna make the best of this crappy day. Maybe spend some time in the garage, listen to some music, maybe a couple cold snacks. What do you think, Reed? Is that a thumbs up? Oh, all right, let's get to work. One other thing I just wanted to mention that Reed just brought up, he just goes, that tail light, or that third brake light is not stock. And look at that, Ford OEM. I don't know why, let us know down in the comments, but for the Lightning only, the SVT, or the Lightning got that kind of weird looking, spaceship looking third brake light. But that was factory on the Lightnings. I don't think any other single cab trucks got it, but just kind of a cool Quirks and features.
This is my 2002 Ford Mustang.
Alright guys, we are back from the store. I got everything I need for an oil change. I got some tools and jack stands and a gas can, I think, just some stuff I might need for the road trip. Right now we're going to switch gears over to the radio. So let's take a look at what Eonon sent me. So this is the new Eonon X3, and I reached out to these guys because I knew that this truck had a stock radio and I wanted to be able to listen to tunes on the 1,200 mile drive home. I wanted something that was simple, touchscreen, and that wasn't too over the top. So they recommended the X3, which is their 7-inch QLED touchscreen radio, and this thing is Android compatible, iPhone compatible for all you simpletons out there that use iPhones. But for me, I'll be using the Android functionality, and this should fit into the factory Ford double DIN area pretty nicely. And then of course I also got the required accoutrements for the install. So we got a double DIN kit, a harness so that I don't have to cut up the factory Ford harness, and then these Fords use a special tool to release the factory radio. So now we are going to take the center console out, or not the center console, we're going to take the radio faceplate off, hopefully get that installed, get this wired up, do the oil change, and we'll go from there. Easy. Nice. Oh, no way.
Oh, it's gonna
This guy's an expert.
That was easy.
That was no problem. No problem at all. Alright, now let's find out that I bought the wrong connector and give up completely. Snip, snip. Oh, we crank her up.
Oh, wow.
Wait, is that current? Like, do you think that's for the plug?
Yes.
Do we dare turn it on?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh no.
I don't like it. I'm turning it back.
No, there's no way.
So, tell us in the comments.
I'm turning it back. Trying to go on a test drive and I am stuck in this complex. Remote is not working. Always something. Maggie's got the magic touch. Here we go. Test drive so far successful. What do you think, Maggie? Big single cab fan. The coupe. Did you just touch that floss pick?
Ew, it's all dirty too.
Any steak or anything in there?
Lots of quarters. Ugh.
Oh, what is that? A T45?
There you go.
No, it's T20. I could. Oh, it's the anti-theft one or whatever you call that. We're gonna save that.
Put it in the coin thing.
No, don't put it in the coin thing.
You just dumped your wallet back there, you dummy.
Did I? Oops.
Wait, there's more coins in here. I remember these growing up.
Oh, the coin holder thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got 2 pulleys in here too. All right, guys, just got back from the test drive. Went absolutely perfect. Oil level's right where it needs to be. Just went downtown. So it is obviously the next day. Much better weather today. Finished up the wiring yesterday, and then this morning tossed in the radio. So again, this is the Eonon X3 unit, and it's been working perfectly so far. I did have to notch the dash just a little bit behind the trim here. That's very common or required for the 97 to 03 F-150s to fit a double DIN, because I got rid of the other radio. But basically the other one had a notch that kind of goes down and clears for it. But yeah, after a quick work with the multi-tool, we are fully installed here, and this thing looks awesome. You can see I'm already connected to Android Auto here, so we can go through any one of these menus, see our music here, navigation there, go back here. Now we're at my home screen. There's my C8 Z06, which is 1,500 miles from here. And yeah, this thing has just been awesome. Full touchscreen, QLED screen, 7 inches. Looks almost factory in here. A little bit too new almost, but I wanted something that was gonna fit in the double DIN space and not be one of those out here units that's a 10-inch screen. I wanted it to look kind of factory, but this will be really nice for the trip home. And we can also go home and get out of Android Auto. So if you wanted to do radio or a regular Bluetooth connection, but then we go back into Android Auto here, go back to our map or Spotify or whatever it is. Easy. So yeah, guys, huge shout out to Eonon for sending me the X3 unit. It's going to make this trip home a lot more manageable having Bluetooth and Android Auto. There's going to be a link in the description for, I think it's 10% off. I'll have to double check. If not, I'll insert something here. But link in the description for the Eonon X3. Check out all their other products, all their other double DIN radios, car accessories, and get your car hooked up how it needs to be. Also, guys, wanted to show you some of this documentation. Someone spent $30,000+ on this truck, and we got the proof right here, so let's check it out. So this is from Johnny Lightning Performance. They're in Pennsylvania. Like I said at the start of the video, we got the 5.4 stroker. And these are back in 2009 prices. $8 grand, CNC ported heads, cams, lightning head gaskets, ARP 220 studs, timing chains, lifters, tensioners, 4-piece power flow kit. Is that that might be the sheet metal intake. Then you got labor, rebuild, 80-pound injectors, dyno tune. It's got a full 4 fuel system. I think it's got 2 internal pumps and 1 external pump. Polished valve covers, which you can't even see on these cars. Converters. I think it's got 3 different supercharger pulleys, overflow tanks, blah, blah, blah. Traction bars, DynoJet wideband. So this first receipt, $23,908, and that's back in 2009. Crazy. Next one, this one was also 2008. That's, you got your full Bassani long tubes, catback exhaust, huge heat exchanger up front. I'll have to get you guys a better look at this thing when we're back home, see the underside. I'm working with what I got here, which is basically the jack behind the seat and the jack stands that I just bought at Harbor Freight. So I apologize I can't show you guys that much under the truck yet, but we'll get there. $2,700 total on this one. Next one, this is for the actual supercharger itself. It says 2.3 here, but it's definitely a 2.6. As you guys can probably clearly see in the video, we got a plenum, 80 or 60 pound injectors there, it says, but that was back in 06, so I guess they updated to 80-pound. Filters, fuel pumps, Y fittings, $4,200. And this, I think, was from one of the previous owners, just what he could remember about the specifics. Manley I-beam rods, Bassoni 3-inch stainless, 2700 converter. Those are definitely Bassani headers, so some of it's correct, some of it's not. 2.6, there we go. Throttle body from a 4GT, sure. This thing's got a huge transpan on it, 13.5 quarts. Does have those custom reservoirs that I can show you guys more in another video. But yeah, this thing is, she's done up. So yeah, for all you math whiz out there, that's at or just above $30,000. I'll have to use a calculator later. I'm not that good, but you know, we'll put it right here, the total. But yeah, someone spent some money on this thing. But that's gonna do it for tonight, and we'll see what we got in store for the morning. But yeah, this thing's running great, radio works great. She's ready to put some miles on her, I think, I hope. Because otherwise we got problems, but catch you guys in the morning. Let's do this. Sorry, neighbors. Next morning, and Maggie and I have just begun the 1,450 mile road trip back to New Hampshire in the 2002 Ford Lightning. This is the new project for the channel. Hopefully it doesn't need anything mechanically. I don't see anything that it does right off the bat, but we have tons of cosmetic stuff I want to do, and of course some mods. We are already sitting in traffic, so we're off to a great start. We're about 10 miles out. So hopefully it clears up here shortly, and we can get on the road. But that's going to do it for this video, you guys. The next video is going to be this road trip, 1,450 miles back. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Hopefully you guys are ready for some SVT 2002 Lightning content. We'll catch you in the next one.